What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm KIDDKARIZMA. We're getting back into where the water tastes like wine. I think we're gonna head to Georgia. Alright, we're in Tallahassee. Let's pretty sure this is gonna be a story changer. These fellows are lounging in front of a half-finished office building. Taking their lunch break. Hey, one calls, waving you down. Rick was telling us a story. Listen, okay? Are you tell us if it's bullshit. Oh, and you tell us if it's bullshit or not. Starts telling a story about a blue hole of New Jersey. Realize the story of the bottomless lake, but changed in a minor way. Yeah, that's not bullshit. Gloats, how the hell is it supposed to be a real story? You're all the most gullible pieces of shit I've ever met. The other half of the group vindicated. It shares a bottle of pop with you. Oh, ain't that nice? You know, I'm starting to wonder why I'm not running into any happy stories. Why the hell is there so much tragedy? Wanna make some cash, this woman asked. She balancing a bread, a box, and lettuce on her head. You help her grill hot sandwiches in a tent at the edge of the county fair. The work is easy as hell. She pays you decent money. Alright. Over here. Should be getting out of Florida soon. Yeah, I see something over there. Also a campfire, but I don't know about all that. I will never have what they want. This game is starting to get depressing as fuck.
He's small for his age. Boy of 13 or so, sitting on an upturned bucket by the side of a tiny wedge of farmland. The dog, as though by contrast, is massive, an enormous yellow-brown mutt. He's called Rover, the boy explains.
Paul says he can't come with us. West.
You notice the Model A truck on the yard, piled high with furnishings and trunks and bags and knots of rope to tie it all together. And upon all that, too, yet more dust and grit.
They're running.
Paul says it has to be better.
Well, I don't know. West is kind of nuts, dude.
With one toe tip, he scratches a parabola on the dead, dry ground.
Paul says we can't afford to feed Rover no more.
You can't tell where the blonde of the dog's coat ends and the omnipresent dust begins. Same goes for the boy's hair.
Will you take him?
You should, or you can't. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take him.
Rover follows you eagerly after you feed him the tiniest sliver of jerky. But a few hours later, he snaps to attention, as though hearing some distant noise your ears can't catch. The last you see of him are the markings left by his dirty pelt on the leaves of the underbrush.
Why are you just gonna let him run away, dude? The hell, man. God, so fucking terrible. There's gotta be more than tragedy everywhere.
The lightning starts in the next valley over. Then the wind picks up. The long grass hisses. And suddenly, it's raining so hard you can barely breathe without a hand over your mouth. The lightning momentarily illuminates a farmhouse on the opposite hilltop. The only one for miles. Much closer, though, is a silhouette of a dilapidated barn.
Go for the house.
You pound and pound on the door of the house, but you only get confused shouts from inside. Soon, you give up and head to the unlocked shed, where the empty wood bin makes a good enough bed.
Well, at least it's dry.
In the morning, you're woken suddenly by the sound of clattering china. A tiny old woman bends over you, silently offering you coffee. She serves you half the pot before she lets you get up and leave for the morning.
At least they came out and were nice. That's something, I guess. But still, they don't make up for all the shit that's been happening. Let me guess, another freaking... You guys are buttholes.
The woman finds you as you wander the streets. "Come with me, child," she says, looking you up and down. "We're going to church."
Kind of look shifty. Last time I ran into that exact same picture, I don't remember what the story was. I could use some good in my life, but at the same time, who's to say that the church is good?
You follow her to a simple clapboard building. There's no steeple, but a cross is painted on one side. Inside, you sit for what seems like years as the preacher drones on about the various virtues expected of his faith. Brevity is not among them, apparently.
Is there anything that way? I think I see a story over there. I should be in... I'm in Alabama, yeah, so I went through Georgia. There's something way the fuck up there. I may go back home. Damn, New Orleans is huge. Hopefully there's nothing.
You pass a meadow where migrants have made a campsite. It's been trampled to pieces. A few families are fleeing, running as fast as they can back up to the roadside. An enormous bull stretches himself beside some of their squashed supplies. You inch close, and the bull charges. You sprint blindly through the high grass and trip hard into a sunken stream bed, dropping everything you own into the rocky shallows. The bull paces on the bank like a victorious general until you're sufficiently humbled. Then it saunters into the high grass.
Sauntered, boy. I would have liked to seen that saunter. There's a train. It's not gonna take me where I need to go. Let's go to New Orleans. Alright, I know you got some secrets. There better be some positivity in this town. The French Quarter is overwhelming. You loiter into the shadows of a building that looks like a layer of cake and watch crowds go by. Let's panhandle first. Sitting across the street from a busy restaurant with a little sign on a plank of wood. "Help me buy food." Most of the passers-by give you nasty looks. There's a lady in the front window of the restaurant who can't stop staring either. As you're about to give up, however, you see some motion inside the restaurant. The lady's paid her check and now she's bustling to the door. To your surprise, she makes a beeline across the street, right for you. You can't tell if she's excited to help you or pissed that you're here, but she slaps a pile of coins into your hat and starts machine gunning you a question. "What's your name? Where's your mother? Why are you dressed like this? Why are you here?" She glares at you like a hawk glares at a rat caught in its talons. "You look exactly like someone I know," she growls, maintaining eye contact for much too long. "Exactly." And with that, she turns on her heels and stomps away. Strange. Generous at least, but very strange.
Lenny's Antiques has a heady smell. Polish, maybe, or incense. Sunlight doesn't penetrate the blacked-out windows. The place is crammed with furniture and curios. The woman behind the counter beckons you over.
I know the look of you. I know what you're here for.
That famous woman's with a man's voice.
She sets a tray on the counter. On it sits a hodgepodge of stitched leather pouches of various shapes and sizes. Some have neck or wrist straps looped through them. She waves a hand across the display.
Good luck charms.
How much?
I don't want your money. You got something better.
She licks her lips, holds out a flat palm.
Shit's probably gonna get wild.
Her knife is fast. She slices a thin line across your palm.
Oh, God.
Then snatches your hand and squeezes. She catches the welling blood in a murky glass vial. Your vision flickers, and as you blink, the place lightens. Sunlight streams through the windows. You are alone. As you reach the door, a man calls after you.
Is this yours?
His name badge reads Lenny. He's holding up a leather pouch by its strap. You take it and hurry out of the shop.
Is it the charm? I catch a train? No, Memphis, Tennessee. I'd rather walk. There might be something there, and you guys don't have to see that shit. Walking sucks. Ooh. I want an ice cream float. I'm low on life. Go ahead and buy. I'm full on money. It looks like it takes full money for that. Let's get some gumbo. I think I finally understand the life and money system. Yeah, I'm gonna be northbound. I'm gonna head up through Tennessee and Kentucky. See if anything new pops up. Alright, we ran into something up here and looks like a story way over there. We ran into something in Birmingham. Northern Alabama. There's a bunch of shit. What is this?
A bus roars up on the road behind you, then slows to a crawl at your side. Inside, you can barely see people moving, dancing, swaying.
Want a ride?
The driver
I
calls.
didn't mean to skip that.
Before you can open your mouth, a huge hairy hand, like an animal's paw, lands heavy on her shoulder. "Not this one," a voice growls, so deep it vibrates your rib cage. The driver shrugs, leaves you in a cloud of perfumed
Fucking
exhaust.
Yeah, it's a Volkswagen. What the fuck going on there? Alright, this should be a story changer. A long black car growls in the front of this hotel. Out steps a woman in an extravagant hat and coat, followed by a whole crowd of hanger-ons. Is she a singer, an actress? You don't recognize her face, but to your surprise, you recognize the story she's telling. In a sharp transatlantic accent, she's telling everyone in her party a story about a ghost of a well-heeled hobo. It's clearly the story of the last bottle of agrimatic, whatever the fuck that word is, but changed in a few entertaining ways. Isn't that something? She asked. Her various followers agree, but she pays the driver of the limousine and sweeps into the hotel like a thunderstorm of red velvet. Someone should do a picture about it, you hear her exclaim. Alright, we've got something, yeah, right there. And we got a couple things heading back towards Atlanta.
Here's a derelict school building. Shutters nailed shut. Wind-drifted dunes piled against the walls. Broken desks lined up in the basketball court. While you rest on the front porch, the doors open, and someone gives a startled yelp. He's an older man, tidy and unshaven, carrying a toolbox in one hand and brandishing a broom in the other. "Don't squat here," he growls. "We're not abandoned."
Stand your ground.
He gives you a hard look, but relents and joins you in the shade. "I used to teach here," he says, staring off across the baseball diamond. "Now they just pay me to keep the roof up."
Okay, it didn't go too bad. That's kind of nice. Oh, I've been to Chattanooga before. I have not been to Nashville. Two musicians backing you over. Billy spit, "Our show's in 5 minutes. You play the upright bass. You don't? It doesn't matter. Keep plucking. This string looks will pay. You fake it for a couple songs. Feeling like an idiot, but hey, you get paid." I'll take the money, shit. Reminds me of Joe's apartment. Made him look like a fool. Alright, what do we got here?
Two brothers stroll up to you in the street, wearing identical scowls and identical steel-toed boots. One spits in front of you. Don't stay in town overnight, the other says. "No vagrants after dark."
Fuck you, dude.
You hide under a pile of wooden pallets behind the bus station. Around midnight, you see silhouettes searching through the alleys nearby. But they don't find you.
Yeah. Fuck you. Alright, what's Atlanta got for me? Atlanta's suffering, you can tell. Even before this depression got started, crops were failing and farms were closing. Now everyone's looking desperate. Let's make some money first. Find an excellent spot outside of a grocer. Blah blah blah. Excellent. Soon you're flushed with cash. When lunch comes around, you can afford a health. Now let's get some. I got money to blow. Whole bunch of stuff, make 4 sandwiches and smash them. Sounds about right.
You find yourself in a poker game on the 3rd floor of the Winecoff Hotel. Sometimes these things just happen.
Yeah, they do. That game started.
The man with the burned face to your left, he never gave his name, growls at the smiling man seated on your right. "You ain't got the stomach. I killed men for lessons in that pot." Smiler plays on and takes the hand. The burned man bares his teeth. This hand comes down to the burned man and Smiler. "Walk away, boy," says the burned man. Smiler drops his grin. "I ain't your boy, Roy." Roy's eye twitches. Smiler outplays Roy again, and a new hand comes around.
Look at my card.
You've got an okay hand. Not a world beater, but not nothing.
Press low.
For a moment, you think you have it.
No.
But Smiler calls and you're outclassed.
I gambled.
Roy's preoccupied and has to be nudged into dealing. You finally hit a decent hand.
Don't overplay.
Roy is still staring at Smiler. "What'd you say your name was?"
I didn't, but it's Jackson.
"Jackson," repeats Roy. "I knew a Jackson once." There's a fierce look in Roy's eye.
Let's see him, boys.
You played it just right. You take the hand and the lion's share of the chips on the table. Smiler cusses. Roy cashes out and slips away. You play a few more rounds, but that hand practically sewed up the game.
Well, hell yeah.
As you leave the hotel, you smell smoke. You cross the street and look up. Flames have engulfed the 3rd floor, where you played the game.
Who the hell?
The fire spreads hungrily. People are leaning out of windows on the floors above, but you can't see any way to help.
Who the fuck lit that building on fire, dude? Are you serious? All that. All that. It's like, oh yeah, you're having fun, you're winning poker. Oh, all these people just fucking died. Man, f this game. Yeah. Yeah, f this game. You promised me happy stories, ghost stories. Dude. I swear to God, if someone dies again. One more fucking time.
This. Outside town,
Oh,
two
there's
men,
them dudes again.
identical, stand sentry over a 3rd body half covered with a canvas sheet. Might as well grab a shovel, being that you're here, the man in front says. When you hesitate, he makes an appeal to your Christian charity.
Why is this dude dead?
You and John dig a hasty grave while his brother stands back, keeping a lookout. Closer now, you see the corpse shares their face. Tom was the oldest by an hour, John says. Oh, I guess George and me, we got a few hours on him now.
Didn't I just say something about another dead body?
Mean son of a bitch. Beat the life out of us. Did it our folks that way. Got to be too much, so last night we said we'd do him in. George dragged him out here to do it. I would have helped, you know, but George is a strong one out of me and him. Thank Jesus Tom's gone. I thought I'd have trouble saying that, but I don't. John squints at the body, then freezes. Wait, Tom's nose wasn't bent like that. Despair floods his face. He looks ready to throw up.
Yeah. You guys killed somebody random. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. If I come back, it's probably gonna be going up north like I was going to, but dude, like, I understand a lot of bad shit has happened, but not all stories are tragedies. Is it just me getting tragedies? Because fuck. And that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it like I did, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of what awesomeness I'm getting into. And make sure to drop a like on what you like so I can give the people what they want. And try these tasty nuggies off to the side. Damn it, Bane. Get out of here. Peace, y'all.